Brazilian football fans, I know you're tired of hearing bad news, but here we go again. Honestly, I don't even feel like asking how you're doing, because every time Brazil's squad is announced, the news that follows is painful. It's like déjà vu. A new squad comes out, and within hours, injuries start rolling in like a curse that just won't go away. Yes, unfortunately, I'm here once again with another breaking bad news for Selecão fans. The dreaded injury virus has struck Brazil's national team. Again, I don't know what's going on, but every time Carlo Ancelotti releases his squad, it's as if someone injects a dose of this mysterious injury vaccine. Within days, key players start dropping out, one after another. And this time, the situation is no different. Several major names, including Alisson Becker and Ederson, have been ruled out. New replacements have been called up, but the timing couldn't be worse as Brazil prepare for their upcoming matches against South Korea and Japan. So, in today's video, we'll go over exactly which players are injured, who replaced them, and what this means for Brazil's World Cup plans. Let's be honest, it's become a pattern. Whenever Brazil announces a new squad, at least 3 to 5 players end up missing out due to injury. And this trend has been happening for years now. I've personally been covering Brazil for almost 4 years, and every single time, without fail, the same thing happens. Squad announced. Excitement builds. Then, bang, the injury reports start coming in. It almost feels like the Selecão can't have a squad announcement without some sort of injury drama attached. And sadly, this time, that injury vaccine seems to have hit again. For players have already been ruled out before training even started. Let's break it down one by one. First, let's talk about Alisson Becker, the man many expected to be Brazil's first-choice goalkeeper for the 2026 World Cup. Right before the official squad announcement, it was almost certain that Alisson would make the cut. But just hours before the list went public, the Liverpool star picked up an injury and was ruled out. In his place, Carlo Ancelotti turned to Manchester City's Ederson, another world-class goalkeeper and arguably the best backup in the world right now. But as fate would have it, Ederson didn't even make it past the first training camp. He too picked up an injury and was forced to withdraw. 2 goalkeepers gone. Just like that. So who steps in now? Ancelotti has called up João Victor, the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. If you've been following my earlier videos, you'll know I actually predicted this months ago, that João Victor could soon make his debut for Brazil. And now, that prediction has come true. Let's take a closer look at this player. João Victor currently plays for Nottingham Forest, having joined for Botafogo during the summer transfer window. He's 29 years old and stands tall at 1.96 meters, exactly the kind of height you want from a goalkeeper. Now, although his time in England hasn't been spectacular, with only one appearance so far, which came the EFL Cup, his performances in Brazil were absolutely outstanding. Last season, playing for Botafogo, João Victor featured in 17 matches and kept 9 clean sheets. That's right, 9 clean sheets out of 17 games. His overall rating stood at 7.31, which is excellent for a goalkeeper in the Brazilian league. Statistically, he faced 62 shots, conceded only 11 goals, and had an expected goals against figure of 15.5, meaning he prevented roughly 4.7 goals more than expected. His save percentage? A brilliant 81.4%. Pass accuracy? 78.8%. So, while he hasn't played much for Nottingham Forest yet, his domestic form in Brazil shows why Ancelotti has given him this opportunity. He's reliable, tall, calm, and confident. Exactly what Brazil need between the posts in this injury crisis. Now let's move to Brazil's defense, specifically the right back position, where the situation has gone from bad to worse. When the squad was first announced, AS Monaco's Vanderson was included as one of the key right backs. But just an hour after the announcement, disaster struck. Vanderson picked up an injury. Ancelotti replaced him with Vitinho, a familiar name who's been called up before and was even part of Brazil's last international window. So far, so good. But just when fans thought the situation had stabilized, another blow arrived. Wesley, the young right back many were excited to see in yellow, has also been ruled out due to injury. And in his place, Brazil have now called up Paulo Henrique, another player from the Brazilian domestic league. Paulo Henrique is 29 years old and primarily plays as a right back or right wing back. He's known for his energy on the flanks, someone who loves to hug the touchline, push forward in attack, and still track back to defend. Basically, he's a modern fullback, capable of doing both offense and defense with high intensity. So what do his numbers say? In the current Brazilian league season, Paulo Henrique has played 21 matches, scoring 1 goal and providing 5 assists. He's taken 17 shots, with an expected goals, XG, figure of 1.5, and maintained a pass accuracy of 81.6%. His chance creation stats are impressive too. 31 chances created and 23 successful crosses. However, his accurate cross rate is only 25.8%, showing that his final delivery still needs improvement. On the bright side, his dribbling stats are strong. 55 dribbles attempted with 58.5% success rate, which is excellent for a defender. Defensively, he's made 71 tackles, won 171 duels, with a success rate of 53.4%, and completed 123 recoveries, showing he's active and reads the game well. But one concern? Discipline. In just 21 matches, he's picked up 8 yellow cards, which could become a problem at the international level. Still, considering the circumstances, Paulo Henrique is a solid emergency option, experienced, physically strong, and in decent form. Now, one question that's been buzzing among fans: why wasn't Yan Kudo called up instead? He's been playing brilliantly for Borussia Dortmund and even scored in his last match. Many expected him to be next in line, but for reasons still unclear, Ancelotti decided to stick with local league options this time. Vitinho and Paulo Henrique, both playing in Brazil. Perhaps he's experimenting with chemistry or testing depth options. Either way, this decision has raised eyebrows. So, as it stands, Brazil's current right backs are Vitinho and Paulo Henrique, while John Victor joins the goalkeeper lineup after both Alisson and Ederson dropped out. It's definitely not the strongest squad we've seen, especially with these last-minute injuries. But this also opens the door for new talents to prove themselves. And let's not forget, Brazil have 2 very tricky friendlies coming up, against Japan and South Korea. These matches might look easy on paper, but both opponents are fast, technical, and unpredictable. This will be Carlo Ancelotti's real test, to see how well his backup players perform under pressure. At this point, all Brazilian fans can do is hope. Hope that this injury vaccine finally wears off, because honestly, it's starting to feel like a curse. Every new squad brings excitement, but also fear. Fear that another star might go down before the match even begins. Let's just pray that no more players pick up injuries during the training sessions, and that Brazil can finally play with a full, healthy squad again. Because the truth is, Brazil's current lineup is already looking thin. Losing players like Alisson, Ederson, Vanderson, and Wesley makes the team weaker. And yet, the expectations remain sky high. So what do you think? Can Ancelotti's injury hit Brazil still dominate against Japan and South Korea? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss.